that, and Ten is my real name. A lot of people thought Ten was, I guess, whatever race name or something, because I was the first guy in the US to hit tennis, but the fact is, that's my name, and it's probably short when my relatives came over on Ellis Island, and either that or they just thought the guy was Ten in line. We had a lot of fun with them, and just said, your name now from here on in is Ten.
But I love what I do because I believe that here you get to show all your talent, your ability, your thought process, and I love building engines, and I love tuning cars, and I love porting cylinder heads. And to me, it's, believe it or not, I almost consider myself as much as a mechanic, as a craftsman, as an artist, because I basically start with a blank canvas, a full stock car, and it's really up to me to decide what I think I should put in there and what I should do. And it's creative, and unfortunately, either you'll have the creativity or you won't. And I've been in long enough that I really still enjoy the creativity of it, and the industry's good as well. It's a little frustrating.
I'm basically trying to get two cars out of here. I'm waiting on software or software help from both companies. And one company I can't get through to since Friday, and the other company hasn't sent me the software yet. And it's pretty frustrating because the cars are fun. They both run. They run actually pretty good. But I just can't finish doing the tuning on them because I haven't received the software yet. And that's why a lot of these companies, they struggle so badly. It's not sometimes the tech's fault or the owner's fault or he didn't buy your part or get your part. Sometimes it's just the manufacturer just doesn't support you. I mean, we're just 3 days waiting to get a phone call back. It's a pretty tough gig, especially when the cars are already done and you like to get paid and deliver the car. All the fun stuff about this. I'll tell you the advice that I give to everyone. And I was just going through this last night. With one of my guys. And there's I caught it off, not my Facebook, but I don't really go on Facebook. My guy actually handles my Facebook account because I become too entranced in it. But I get the emails, and one of the emails that the guy posted was, I'm going to start a Facebook page about all of, about the shops that go around, effing people. And I was like, you know what? It's probably not a bad idea, but at the end of the day, what responsibility did you take? What responsibility did you take? Don't point the finger. Look within and say, okay, well, obviously, my car is not being done right. It's not being done properly. It's taking too long. Blah, blah, blah. Well, here's the story. Most people pick their shop because their friends went there, or they built one type of car, or they built a number of those singular type of cars. But that doesn't mean that they can build every kind of car. It just means that they got a combination that they hit on. And the fact is, most of the kids that come into their shops, are young guys. And, they don't have the necessary skill set and necessary experience. So you're hanging out with them because you like to be part of that anyway, in that crew, and because it's cool. So you're going to have your car done there. But the guy may have absolutely no experience on your car. He may not have the necessary skill sets to work on your car. But halfway through the job, when you spend all your money, your car is half done in a big pile of crap, and then all of a sudden it's his fault. Well, where's your responsibility? Why didn't you check into it? Why didn't you do your due diligence? Why didn't you look at other shops to get other pricing and to speak to other people? I mean, at the end of the day, you got a current $50,000 car, and you're going to bring it to 24, 25, 26, or 27-year-old, right? So, in other words, if I wanted to go have open heart surgery, am I going to go to some 27-year-old and cut me in half? But no, of course not. But you're going to do that to some guy that's going to be working on your car, thinking that he's the magic man. And you know why you went to him? Because he told you what you wanted to hear, and he gave you a price that you could afford. That was the only two criteria which you showed up at this man's shop. You didn't show up there because you knew he had a long history of building cars, that he had a legitimate business, that he had years and years of experience, that he had some accolades, some awards, some education in order to get him to where he was today, so he'd be qualified to actually work on your car. But instead, you hooked up with somebody that was cool, so he could tell you a bunch of dreams and deliver you a nasty little nightmare. That's when you wind up at my shop, which you've already been at my shop, but since I already told you what you didn't want to hear at a price that you couldn't afford, you went somewhere else. And now you're back. and now you're back with your hat in your hand and on bended knee, and you're like, oh, well, can you help me out? Well, how can I help you out? How can you job now cheaper than when I first ordered it to you if it's halfway done, and it's a mess, and it's in so many different people's hands, and it's been laying around for 6 months, and half the parts that you bought are either incorrect, missing, or installed incorrectly. So here we're going to start. And you think building a modern day car is something simple? Well, let's look at that for a second. If you went to go build a house, you would call an electrician. And he would put your electrician in, and when he was done with his job, he would leave. And then you call in the plumber. And when the plumber called and all your shit, you would turn around, and he would leave. Okay? And then you would call in, an HVAC guy. And he would come in, and he would set up the HVAC, and he would leave. Well, when you're a mechanic, when you're a technician on a modern day car, turbo car, this is what you got to be. You got to be an HVAC guy because you're dealing with heating and air conditioning, okay, and heat exchangers. You got to be an electrician because at the end of the day, these cars are so complicated and have so many different various subsystems that if you don't understand how to work a voltmeter, an ohmmeter, how to diagnose, how to trace a short, what a short is to ground, you're in trouble. So you got to be an electrician. Then you got to be a plumber. These have cooling and heating systems. So at the end of the day, you better know how to work a thermostat. You better understand the heat exchanger. You got to understand area versus cooling ability. There's a lot of things you have to know before you even start working on a car. Then, when you're all done, you better be some kind of computer diagnostic technician because every check engine light's going to be popping up in your car, and it's going to be your job to try to blow those lights out correctly. And then, when you're all done, you got to be a computer programmer because then you have to actually program that computer, right? So far, so good. Then, if even at the basic principle of you being called a mechanic, you better know how to build a motor, know how to check clearances, know how to file fit rings, know how to adjust basic valves on a cylinder head, how to assemble and disassemble a cylinder head. So, at the end of the day, you're not just a mechanic, you're an HVAC specialist, you're a plumber, you're an electrician, you're a computer diagnostic technician. And then, maybe if you're lucky, you actually get to do some of the mechanical work, which are parts that are designed from all over the country to fit a myriad of cars that somehow need to fit correctly in the car that you're working on. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and take your shit to some 27-year-old guy or 25-year-old guy. And granted, there are some talented 25 to 27-year-old guys, but for the most part, they hang a sign because their fathers gave them 50 grand and they started a business of what to lifts. And that's the guy that you're going to bring your car to. And at the end of the day, when the electrician left from building your house, the plumber left from building the house, the HVAC guy left your house, the geek squad fixed your computer, and he left your house, well, I don't get that benefit. And the good guys don't get that benefit. What they got to do is now take the electrical system, take the plumbing, the heating system, the cooling system, the turbo system, the computer system, and you know what we got to do? We got to tie it all together. Take out perfectly good factory parts, put in aftermarket parts, and make at least 1.5 times more horsepower than what you came in with. Make the car start, run, drive, cold start, hot start, and restart. All the time, 24/7. You want to be able to go to Starbucks, you want to go to Sonic, you want to have that car have the perfect low-speed drivability, as well as wide open throttle. So, when someone says, oh, this shop F me, maybe not so much. Maybe you have yourself, Maybe you have yourself because you didn't do your due diligence and look into the history of the person that you're going to give your $20,000 or $30,000 to. And then, what do when the guy's all strung out and the next guy that's trying to help you? You badmouth him. You go on your Twitter, on your Facebook, on this, on your internet, and you actually malign these guys when you should actually be maligning yourself. You should be talking about what responsibility you had to play in the build of your car. And most people always displace the blame. So here, when you come in here, we find out who you are, what type of personality you are, what are you going to be doing with this car, are you going to be racing this car, you want this to be a light-to-light car, you want a road racing car, you want a drag strip car, how many times you want to go to the drag strip? Well, I want to go out, I love this one, I want to build, a quarter-mile race car, and at the end of the day, I want to still drive it on the street. Okay, well, let's look at that for a second. So we're going to build you a high-horsepower car. A car that makes 11, 12, 1300 horsepower for the street, which can be done now. I'll guess, let's see, 16 or 85. And you're going to run around and you're going to be playing, my car runs all the time. well, you're also not supposed to be really driving it all that much in the street. Oh, my car smokes a little bit. Well, you know what? Ring end gap on your rings have to be opened up because at 800 degrees when you're cruising around the street, yeah, you might have a big ring end gap. But when that thing is on the pipe and going down the quarter mile, that ring end gap will shrink right up. And at the end of the day, you don't want your rings to bud. You've got to get the seal. So yeah, you're going to lose a little over here, gain more here. So it's always a fine balance of what you're going to build for somebody. And they need to know what they're going to use this car for. I always say, if you take a refrigerator, nice amount of refrigerator, you plug it into your wall, pull it out of the box, plug it right into the wall, that thing will run for 30 years. Okay? 30 years. That thing, you open and close, you put your pictures on it. You take that same amount of refrigerator, you take it out, you unplug it, you push it down the steps. You get to the bottom of the steps, you go to plug it in. Do you think it's going to work? Hell no, because it's being used for some way that it wasn't supposed to be used instead of in the way that it should have been used. So here's a perfect example that something that would last 30 years won't last 3 minutes if you don't use it right. And that's how cars are too. Are they a little bit more wide-ranging? Can you get away with a little bit more? Of course you can. But at the end of the day, most people do not have the necessary skill sets to go into a modern car, and it's electrical and it's cool, and the vacuum systems and the computer systems to tie all of these things together and deliver you a piece. But I'll tell you one thing, they'll deliver you a dream and send you home with a nightmare. And we have seen it over and over again. And it's hard because we see these guys come in, and not only did the first guy screw them, but whatever money they had left over, they went to somebody else because now they don't even have all the money to finish it. So they're really in bad shape, and they go to try to pay somebody else, and they don't finish the job. And then the car winds up at a good shop. Not just here, but there's a lot of good shops out there. And we're not the only good shop. There are plenty good shops out there. And they all have the same complaints. And it's amazing. I just went on a 15-shop tour to promote Nissan Infinity Day for Joe over at ACO. And I went to some of the best shops in the tri-state area as far down as Maryland. And you know what? They all say the same thing. It's like it's a carbon copy. Like you could take what I'm saying and play it in their shop, and it'd be the same exact thing that they're saying. So when you get into, somebody's build, you got to get into somebody's brain and figure out what they're going to use this car for. Because building a 500 horsepower car is way different than building a 1,000 horsepower car. And you know what? There's an old story that I have here. I'll try to finish up with this. We were dying in a car, and it made like 800 horsepower, 850 horsepower. There was a kid here that I didn't really know. And, this particular model, I know, 235, a lot of people have a hard time keeping their heads on, stop the car from overheating and pop the head in. And so, there was a bunch of kids here, and one kid I really didn't know. It's like, so after that, on a regular Jim Wolf turbo kit, we made like 834 horsepower, and I think that's the most Jim ever made on that kit. And, we called Jim, told him what we did. But that night, we were pretty happy, small turbo car, T25 turbos. I mean, they're really small. And so we're pretty happy with the horsepower we got. And it was one kid looked at the thing, and he goes, yeah, but I've seen on the internet somebody make 1,000 horsepower. And I said, this is the typical problem with this industry, that you'd rather believe the unseen than the seen. So you didn't believe necessarily what happened in the product garage. But if it's on the computer, that you believe. And that mentality, believe me, I won't even work on your car. I'll be like, you know what? Take your stuff somewhere else. Because at the end of the day, you're just the person that'll be on every other internet site telling me about everybody else's car and why your car is not doing this. So the biggest problem I see in the industry is just customers with crazy expectations and shops that don't have necessary equipment or skill set or manpower to even do the job in the first place. And unfortunately, sometimes these guys are so young. Sorry about that. These guys, I just got on the phone, and I hate phones actually. Believe it or not, 5 years I did without a cell phone. I know, 5 years, because this is what happens all day long.